Hey, what's up everybody and good morning. Thanks for clicking on this video. My name is David Pendleton and now I'm going to walk you through the Pro Division back 9. So if you watched me yesterday, you know I came to you late last night and a lot of frustration about my front 9 with the minus 12 on both accounts. Now you're going to see on this account, definitely picked up the pace and picked up a minus 15 on the back 9. So it's kind of like, come on, where was this on the front 9 to make it a little easier for me to move to the next round? And honestly, you're going to see in these replays, we could have dropped almost every freaking shot on the back 9, which is really nice. I think I might need to just stick to my schedule of doing a rookie on day 1 and pro on day 2. And the reason is, for a lot of people who don't maybe always watch me, is, I get up extremely early and work on rookie about 4:30. It takes me 4 hours to play 2 accounts, edit, and get the video out. And then I go to work for an 8 or 9 hour shift. And what I've been doing is playing some pro on my lunch break and then coming home and even playing some more pro at night. It's just too long of a day and I think I'm too tired. So I might next tournament just stick to doing rookie day 1, pro day 2. Yeah, I hope that's okay with everybody. It's just trying to find the time and to make sure that I play really well. To get good quality content out. Or maybe it's just a fluke, who knows. But I'm thinking that's what I'm going to try. Either way, if you're not a subscriber, please become one. Please hit the thumbs up video, or please hit the thumbs up button to like the video. And we're going to go ahead and hop into this. Now, this back 9, I'm really excited to share with you. Because like I said, we dropped 3 holes, and then we came extremely close to dropping the rest of the holes. Except hole number 6, which is a tough albatross, but we're right there. Okay, everybody, hole number 1, 10% at max distance of our club. You can see here I'm putting the blue ring on the rough line using top spin, 6 bars of top spin, I believe, with 2 bars of left side spin. And I'm using a little bit of overpower here with a little bit of left curl. I'm just using that curl to counter the wind and just trying to get myself into a good shot for thorn, a good range for thorn, I should say. All right, so we are going to be landing here at 377. That puts us in for shot 2. And here is what I want you to try. I want you to try 20% at max. Yes, play it at max, even though we're not at max. The shot that you are going to see is being played 25% at max. So, on the first attempt, I tried to do 30%, and I missed. I took 5% off on this shot to try to get closer, which I definitely do get closer. But ultimately, at the end of the day, had I played this one 20%, this ball would have been in the hole. And there's one extremely close drop. So my advice here is 20% at max to try to get that one into the cup. Okay, this is going to put us here at hole number 2. Hole number 2, we're going back the old school way. The way we used to play this back in the day. In previous tournaments when we used to be able to dial in. This is normally a good opportunity for a hole-in-one. Anytime you're going from right to left on this hole, we like to take advantage of how the green slopes from right to left as well, which can normally get us right at the pin. All right, so here you're going to see me adjust my rings. We do pick up a perfect ball, and the thing that I like about this shot is this is easily duplicatable for everybody who's watching, all right? Meaning you're going to be able to find that setup point, and all you need to do is move your target over a little bit to the left-hand side. So I think you're kind of getting a gist of what I mean. Hole number 1, right at pin. Hole number 2 rolls the pin. So this minus 15 back 9 could right there have been a minus 17. We just pick up those 2 drops. Hole number 3. We do pick up the albatross finally, and it's really because I missed on my other account, which is going to allow me to dial this one in and make it finally. All right, so here we just move our target around until we find the sticky spot on the fairway up there at the top. That's not crucial. Pretty much we just hit this ball, and we're going to be in the same zone trying to pick up this albatross. 360. All right, so you're going to notice here that I always go with full left side spin. That's always, no matter the wind angle. And yes, I am playing this minus 20% at mid distance of my club. You might say, wow, that's a very, very crazy under adjustment. And it is, but I'm telling you, I played it minus 10% on my other account, and I just missed this thing by a fraction. And when I went in there and messed around with my app, minus 20% would have been dead center. So, I figured I had nothing to lose. Minus 20% is a weird adjustment, but I tried, as you're going to see here. Perfect ball, and we do get this thing to drop. So it worked. And we sneak it into the cup for the Alba. That's going to bring us on to hole number 4. Hole number 4, I also picked up the hole-in-one here. The biggest difference on this one compared to my other account was the top spin. So you're going to see me here trying to get this top spin perfected. 3 bars of left side spin, that's easy. And I'm trying to get to about 6.2, 6.3 bars of top spin. And the reason that's important is I used 6 bars of top spin on my other account, and it didn't come in fast enough to pin to get the ball to drop, okay? The ball ended up veering over to the left-hand side a little bit, so I needed to add a little bit more top spin to get the ball to come in faster and go ahead and play the same elevation, 15% at max. So that's also one way to, correct the shot, is to get it to come in a little faster. Sometimes people change elevation, which is good. But this one I needed to come in, more speed, and there we go. We're in the center of the cup for a hole-in-one. Okay, that's going to take us on to hole number 5. Hole number 5 is also another one where it's like, come on, just get in the hole. Now, keep in mind here, I'm only using 6 bars of top spin, okay? And the reason being is I don't want to go too far. I do not want to get into a max end-bringer range. I absolutely want to make sure that I am in my thorn range. That's going to be very important on this hole. It'll be very difficult no matter what kind of ball you have to get this ball anywhere close to green in direct headwind. So I do think the best approach is just to play it safe. Now, I hit a great ball. Whatever, we go down for 364. Leaves me for shot number 2. Shot number 2, I'm playing 10% and I'm playing mid-distance, okay? I'm just using my thorn to get the ball guideline to go through the pin. You can kind of see right there the ball guideline is about, half of a green square or so beyond the pin. This is a 10% adjustment. Perfect ball. And we do get this one in the cup for an eagle. Heck, I think I forgot that I made that. Okay, so we do pick up that one. So as you can see, just to recap, hole number 1 at pin, hole number 2, lip the pin, hole 3, albatross, hole 4, hole-in-one, hole 5, extra eagle. Brings us on to probably the toughest drop in the entire tournament, which is going to be hole number 6. Hole number 6 is going to be played 10% at max distance of our club. Pretty much here, we're using a Titan because we want to take advantage of the tailwind. I did try a Kingmaker on my other account, and it really wasn't any advantage on shot number 2. You can see here I'm going with almost full overpower. Full overpower, I did not push back up to max just because we don't need to. We're a lot better off to take a full overpower, steady needle shot than we are to push up to max and let that needle fly around. Okay, so this is going to be played 20% at max. I haven't played this shot yet in the tournament, and you might be wondering, why am I doing it now instead of taking the safe approach? It's just because I was behind in the standings, and I had to try to get a drop. So I am going to play the rough bump here. I don't like the rough bump just because this green has never been like a good green to follow. It's glitchy. The ball guideline doesn't read correctly. You can see here that I have tailwind, and I'm leaving my ball guideline through the hole. So, you wouldn't think, that this would come up short, but it does, and it's not a big deal because we're still easily on the green putting in. But, this shot is probably done better with a horizon. So if you want to take that rough bump, you can see here I missed by 1.5 miles, even with the ball guideline through the pin and tailwind. If you want to gamble, if you're behind in the standings like me, I would take that shot with a horizon. but still risky. Okay, hole number 7, I apologize in advance because anytime I do this, and I would say that I use a money ball, extremely rare in a pro tournament. But again, I'm behind on the standings. I had to get a drop. I will give credit to a couple people who sent me this shot last night when I was sleeping. So thanks to the 2 or 3 people who said, hey, you need to try this shot. Tommy posted this shot. So, it's nice to be part of Team Tommy and be able to give him a shout out. But either way, what we're doing here is we're going to go with 4 bars of top spin and 1 bar of side spin to the left. So that means you could easily take this shot with a Kingmaker. But if you have a Win 5 Power 3 ball, in my opinion, that is the absolute best ball for par 3s in pro tournament. So, I had one of these laying around. This is an old school 3-point ball. The first thing that you want to do is you don't want to do the spin. That's why I took the spin off. I almost forgot. We want to get the orange ring at the top of the rough combined with the orange ring right there on the side of the sand. So do you see, if you look at the sand, right to the left of the sand, my orange ring is touching it. And then the top of the orange ring is on top of the rough there. Now we just apply our spin. 4 top, 1 side to the left. The ball guideline looks weird, but you just don't pay attention to it apparently. And we've seen these types of shots before on different holes. But now we're going to pull this 1 for 1. So 4.1 miles per hour equals 4.1 rings. Obviously, reducing the wind, like I did with the Win 5 ball, is going to give us a significant advantage of trying to get this ball into the hole. Hats off to Tommy. I'm not sure how people find these type of shots. I guess it just helps when you get a lot of different looks at it. But that is a hole-in-one and a much-needed one for me. Hole number 8. Okay, this is another one where it's like, oh my gosh, we're so freaking close. I'm going to walk you through it. Again, I'm not utilizing my max top spin on my extra mile 9. I did go with 7 bars, which is, 1 bar more than anybody who's watching that's going to have like an extra mile 8. But you can use a little bit more overpower if you want to. You can even use like a Wind 3 Power 4 ball if you want, if you need the drop. Here for me, I'm only going with half a ball of overpower. You can use more, but the biggest thing that we have to do is we have to make sure that we end up on this fairway. Like, that's going to be so crucial. Now, I'm going to talk to you about shot number 2, which is play 20% at max. You're going to see me do something on shot number 2 that I never do, which is add side spin to a thorn shot. And the reason that I am doing that is because on my first attempt at this hole with my main account, I put it directly at the center of the cup. And the ball missed to the left-hand side. So I could have changed the elevation, but I wanted to try to take the same shot and just add side spin. Because again, I'm right here. All right, so 1 bar of right side spin combined with about, 1.5 bars of backspin. I did 1.5 bars of backspin on my first account, and the speed was great. Ultimately, what you're going to see here now is we're going to miss this ball by a freaking so close, and you'll see. So what do we need to do? I want you to play the same shot, but I only want you to go 3/4 of a bar of right side spin. Same shot, 3/4 of a bar of right side spin. Yeah, and there's another one. So, man, this could have been just an epic round. But regardless, we're going to go on to a tough shot here. Full top, for the most part, max right. If you have a good APOC, I suggest you use it. My APOC is level 6, which is awesome. I just want people to know that you don't have to use an APOC in order to accomplish this shot. Because I know a lot of players out there don't have an APOC 6. And if I use it, they're going to say, oh, I don't have that. But, it doesn't matter. Because this shot would be the same with like an APOC 3 or 4. Which I don't think a lot of people pay attention to. They just pay attention to that level. And think like it's the holy grail. But it's not. But there's an extra mile shot that you can do. And then that's going to leave us with the 25% at max. I wish I would not have clipped the rough and rolled out. Because I wanted to take this shot with, of course, the Goliath. Because it would be a very, very low ring pull. But I'm not able to. I'm taking it with the sniper. We're playing this one 25% at mid. So I think I pulled this 5.9. Yeah, like 5.9 rings. Perfect ball. And really what we need to do here on this shot is we probably need to just start with full right side spin and then dial on the top spin from there to get it at pin. Anyways, it's close enough. Hey, that's a really good back nine. I know that's going to help a lot more people out than the front nine did. I appreciate you being patient and waiting for day two. You know, time is just limited when we do this kind of stuff. Please subscribe, please hit the thumbs up button, and I really appreciate you watching. Thank you.